Hello, Morris Dimba is my name. Welcome back to our simple fuel station structure modeling. Let's kick off here. First of all, as I promised you on the part 1, we'll do some rectification here. So the first rectification we are going to do, we are going to reduce the height of this truss. We'll shorten this. We'll shorten the struts, height of the struts. Now we'll click the top chord and come to move. Just click down here, or any straight position. Come here, just click there. Come down there, make sure it's very straight, and type 80. It's too high still. Come here, snap there, direct it down somewhere here, type same 80, enter that. Perfect. This is enough. Now what we are going to do is to shorten this struts as I did in part 1. Just click and press your left button on the mouse and drag it down, place it there. We'll come to trim it perfectly later on. Click that, drag it down like that. Click that, drag this down there. Same here, drag it down there. Same here, just drag it down. Same to the final strut. Perfect. That's enough. You can click on the screen and right click and redraw. Now this will be of no use to us. We'll just delete that. Highlight everything. Highlight, right click and delete, because this one will now be useful, very useful for us, and the rest. This will be very useful for us because we are going to create a mirror image of this and use it for the whole structure. Now we'll come here and trim this off. Come to edit, come to cut by part. Check down here, the program is asking pick the part to be cut. We want to cut this part. Now we'll click the part to be cut and click the cutting part. Perfect. That's it. Click on the screen and redraw. Cut by part. This is the part we want to cut, and this is the cutting part. Do the same there. Do the same here. Do the same there. And do the same there. Right click, redraw. Perfect. Next thing is to mirror this, but before you mirror, check and make sure your axis is in the right place. We'll come to view, we'll come to work plane tool, we'll place our axis there. Right click and interrupt to disable that command. Now we'll highlight everything prior to mirroring. Prior to invoking the mirror command, make sure you select everything like that. Now go and right click and come to special copy, click mirror. We'll pick this point as our mirror line. Right there, click copy and accept that. There we are. Perfectly and neatly done. Right click on the screen and left click on the screen and right click and redraw. Turn this round. Perfect. Next thing, note something here. Here we have extension where this struts or the whole truss is being supported, is sitting directly on this beam, but here in the middle we have not placed any beam for our trusses to sit. Now we'll create an extension or a bottom chord here of the same size and the same member profile, HSS 60 by 60 by 6 meters. Now if you put that on top of this member, the height will be a bit high by 60 millimeter. Now we'll take this one here and copy it on the other side, like here, like this. Let's copy it there. Delete that. Make sure this one flashes properly with this member. It's not properly flashing. You click that, right click and delete. Click this, right click, copy. Make sure you snap on the right spot like that and zoom out and snap here on the right spot. Perfect. Now the next thing we are going to do is to copy this truss, a top chord, click it, copy, right from the top here, snap there, make sure you snap properly, right click, copy, snap right there, zoom out and place this one here, right there. Next thing is to trim off unwanted or unnecessary extensions, as we did previously here. Just that one shows that our axis is not in the right place, so that means we cannot perform that until we rectify our z-axis. Now come to edit, not edit, come to view, work plane, place it to the world axis or the world coordinate. Select that, come here, now click and drag it down like that. Click and drag it down like that. Same here, like that. Drag this down here, like that. Refresh, come to edit, trim by part, like that. Click the part to be cut and the cutting part, the last one. Just move on like that. Redraw, refresh. Now the next thing is to bring back our work plane tool to the previous position, because we want to mirror the other member, the other truss. right there. Right click and interrupt. Interrupt means again to disable the active command. Press Control, click that, click that, click that, click that, like that. Right click, go to special copy, mirror. This is going to be our mirror line, and run down to the next point. Click that and accept. We've mirrored that. Now this will be deleted. Delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that, delete this, delete this, delete that. Right click and delete. Now what we're going to do is to highlight, copy this on the other end. Just highlight everything. Right click, go to copy, snap in the middle here, run to the other end of this beam or of this structure. Refresh that, navigate, rotate. Our truss, our simple truss is coming up neatly. Next thing is to copy this here. Highlight that. Prior to doing that, you have to locate the best points that will enable you to carry this accurately. Now what we are going to do is very simple. We'll come to edit, work plane, snap there, not really on that spot. Come to points again, any position, we'll snap there, not in the right spot, delete that. Come to points, any position, delete this. Come to view, rotate this, edit, any position, that spot and that spot. Online point on that spot and that spot. We have now the middle point of the two. Now come here. We want to place this right in the middle here. We'll place the midpoint of this, snap there and snap here. You'll get the midpoint of that. Now you can come and select everything. Press Control, select that, select that, select that, select everything here, select that, right click and copy, snap on this midpoint right there and move all the way to this spot. Expand. Perfect. We've copied that here. Redraw that. Turn this round. Rotate this, rotate this. Create the same points. Come to Edit, Points, any position. Rotate this properly for you to be able to, or for you to see the necessary points for your copy command. Now come to Edit, go to Points, any position. We need that spot and this spot. Perfect. We will use those two spots to get the midpoint of this beam. Now we'll come to any position or on line. We'll snap there and snap here. Our point has been placed right in the middle. Come here again and do the same thing. Now just go straight to online, point, click there, accept that, zoom out, highlight everything here, press Ctrl and select the rest. Select that, highlight everything, select this. Make sure every member you intend or you want to copy is highlighted prior to invoking the copy command. Right click and click copy. Now pick it from this spot. Snap here. Yes, snap here. Snap there. And run all the way to this spot. Right click, interrupt that, come to view, navigate, rotate this. Redraw, navigate, rotate, and turn this round. Turn this round. Now next thing, we'll change our axis back to its normal position. View, work plane tool, take it back. Rotate this just to have a nice view of all the sides. Next thing, we want to create a member here from this end to this end. We'll use a square hollow section. We'll come to steel beam, right from that spot, running to this end. We'll delete all this. We'll delete that. Click this, right click, click move, flash this with that end. Perfect. This will be welded to this main beam. We want this to extend towards extend by 550, and this one also to extend by 550. We'll start off with this. Double click on this. We'll come to position. We'll use start or end 550. Perfect. That extension is very important. Double click there, come to position 550, negative 550. Apply that and accept. Come to view, rotate this. Perfect. Now we'll just pick this, right click, copy, pick it from that spot and run all the way to this end. Right there. Navigate, rotate this. Now we need another member from this end to that end, but will not be hollow section 60 by it will be hollow section 60 by 60, not 80 by 80. Click that. We need to snap accurately. Just snap on that spot, zoom out, come and snap here. We need this to extend a bit. Double click that, bring this to 0, bring this to 0, apply. Click there and click move from this spot to that spot. Everything should flash properly. Double click on this, come to position, because we need this to flash, this to connect with this. But prior to doing that, we have to get that dimension. Come to edit, view, free distance from here. To there is 2052.6. 2052.6. Double click on this, come to position, negative 20, 52.6. Not good. Bring it back to 0. 52.6. And do that. Double click this. 52.6. joined. It has joined. Apply that. We'll come back to do something there. Double click on this, come to position 2052.6. Apply that. We'll change this to HSS 80 by 80. No, this will change to 60 by 60. Come to 60 by 60 by 6 millimeter thickness. Apply that. Now it's flashing here properly. Click that, click move, snap on that spot and bring it here. Now they're flashing nicely. Check on the other end. Flashing nicely. This will be a weld, or you can do that weld here. Come to steel, pick that, weld, create weld between this and this. Weld has been created there. That will be welded. We'll do the same on the other end. Click and right click, copy. From that end, come to view, navigate and rotate this. Right click and snap here. Click this, right click, click move, snap right there. Everything is going smooth and step by step. You have to trim that. Come to edit. Extend that to that end. Then you come to edit, cut by part. Before you do that, let's try to reduce the height slightly. Trim by part. This part to be trimmed off. Trim by part. This part to be trimmed off. Perfect. Redraw. Click this, drag this down, come to view and rotate this. Click that, drag that slightly up, come to edit, part, this and that. You've trimmed it off. Do the same here. Right click and redraw that. Nicely done. Do the same thing here. Let's bring it down slightly, not that much. Come to edit, trim by part, that and this. That will be welded like that. Trim by part. Come here and do the same thing. Do the same thing here. Come to part, want to trim that, want to trim this with that. Just rotate this. Escape, click that, bring that down slightly, come to edit, come to cut by part, want to trim that off by this part. We don't want this extension. Come to view, navigate, rotate by mouse. Neatly and perfectly done. Now do the same here. Drag this down, drag it slightly once again, and slightly that, like that. Come to edit, come to cut by part, trim of this, cut it by that member, trim of this, cut it by this member. Right click and interrupt. You're good. Left click on the screen and right click and redraw. Come to view, come to navigate, rotate by mouse or rotate with mouse. This is our fuel station. Very simple and nice structure coming up here. Next thing is to place the Palins. And prior to placing the Palins, we need to create some nice shapes here. Navigate, rotate this, rotate this. Perfect. Next thing is to create the Palins. Before you create the Palins, we have to reorient our axis. Come to view, work plane tool, like that. Give an orientation like that prior to placing our Palins. Check the orientation before you make any step further. Come to steel, place our axis here like that. Interrupt, we'll go to steel beam, we'll snap right there. And try that. Sitting well. Delete that. Now what we're going to do next, just go back, snap right there, run all the way, to the midpoint of this. Double click, come to position, right, come to depth, give it front, apply, accept. Something still not right. Click this, move. But prior to doing that, we have to shift our points. Any position, come to view, navigate, click that and rotate this. Right click, click move. From that position to this position. Rotate this. Perfect. Now we'll modify this member profile. Double click on it, come to beam properties. Under beam properties, come to attributes. Under attributes, come to profile. Next to profile, click select. This dialog box will come up. We'll come to steel sections limited, come to C sections, click that. We'll click 140 by 15, apply that, accept that, click that, right click, copy from this spot, run all the way to the other side. Snap there. Click that, press Ctrl, click that, right click, click move from that direction to that direction by 100, by 50, not 100, by 50. 100 is too big. Perfect. Now we'll select that, select this, and right click, come to special copy, linear. We need 5 of these at 800, 800. Apply that. Click that, click that. We'll add again, copy special, linear, 800, but not 5 of them, need 2 or 3. Okay, rotate this. Perfect. Now we'll select everything here, select everything, select everything here, go the other side and do the same, and do the same. We'll change our axis, work plane tool, change your axis, place it, you can place it there, right click and interrupt, Our selection is still active. We'll right click, come to special copy and mirror. This will be our mirror line right on that spot, and right down there. Copy, right click and interrupt. We've done the mirror of our Palance. Turn this round. Now simple structure is coming up, very simple. We want to do the same thing here. Come to work plane tool, there. We'll give our axis and orientation there. Now we want to copy this. Right click, special copy, linear. Need 1 meter, 1 meter. We need 10 of this, 8 of this. Copy that. Not right way, not the right way, not the right way. Interrupt that, rotate this. But this can be still modified. Let's just continue copying. Click that, right click, special copy, linear. Instead of 8, add 6. Perfect, but we'll delete the last one. Come to navigate, click that and rotate. Is knocking on the wrong position. Click that, click move from that spot in this direction 200. Perfect. It's not knocking anymore. come to navigate, rotate this. Click everything here, press Ctrl, click that, click that, click that, click that, click that one, click that one, click this, click that, right click, click move, come to edit, come to points, any position from there to here. Right click, click move from that spot to this spot. Perfect. Come to view, rotate this, navigate, click there and rotate. Perfect. Click this, right click, move down by 50. Right click, move 50. Navigate, rotate that. Come to pad footing, pad footing, click there, right there, right there, right there. Right there. Come to column, rotate this, double click, reduce the height to 500, apply that, reduce the height again position to 300, 00 level. Adjust the height, the size of the column, 600. 400 by 500. Apply and accept. Copy that from that spot to this spot, to this spot, and to the other end. Navigate, rotate this. Now this is a very simple structure, and we will continue working on this. Let's take a look at this. Thanks a lot, Amoris Dimba. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos to come. Thanks and bye.